All right, this is the Boschert model PN4 hydraulic corner notching machine. Serial number 248.
And yeah, take a walk around here, point out the main highlights of the machine. Obviously, the operator's pendant we'll start off with here, which is the cycle switch for continuous, single cycle, or inching for setup, on off, and then up and down, straight away, with an air package that's for the mitering table, which we'll show you a little bit later. So, foot pedals down low, you got it, for cycling. And there's the air package off to the side there, again, which is for the mitering table. And as you come up top here, you come up to the limit switch setting for height adjustment, for bottom and top, of course. So mostly you just play with this guy right here, and that sets the depth. And of course it's the same for the whole ram, it's one operation. So that's that. Going back down low again, switchgear panel, one starter, one disconnect, one transformer. Currently running at 220 volts. Close that up, come around the side, we've got our digital readout, and that's for the main two axes, X and Z axis here, or in this case it would be X and Y on this table. I can move one. I've already just kind of roughly calibrated it, and as I move this in and out, you'll see that thing move, and I'm at 4 inches right about there, and there's 4 on there, so it's pretty close. It's accurate to within a thousandth. So that's that one there. And there's other settings on here, of course. These all move around, but that's the DRO right here. This is just a stop setting for the longitudinal, which is the other DRO, which is if I unclamp it and this moves, this goes all the way in, and I set it at 0. You see we're pretty close to 0. If I just touch it a little bit, there we go, 0.2, 0.3, and I can go all the way out to about 39, that's UPB around 40 inches or so. Yeah, there it is, 40.04. So it matches up pretty close with the scale. I'm just about on 40 there. It only takes 5 seconds to recalibrate. I just did a quick one just to make sure they work okay. So we'll leave those there. You've got the other stops, of course, everything moving in and out here. And the guard door that goes up, which has a safety interlock on it. It won't punch without it. Here's the punch minus a punch set. The lower clamp is right here, and you slide everything in there, clamp it up, and we're good to go. So we'll leave this down so we can run it. That's it on this side, the DRO, all the sliding stops. We got a leg support here that's off the floor because of the 4x4 blocks that it's setting on currently. You want to look at the cabinet right away here. If you spin around, all the tooling comes with this machine, of course. We'll open up a couple of drawers, but a lot of punch sets and sitting in here, this drawer here. Notching, a lot of punch. We're doing some big stuff, punch pieces all over the place here, gaskets. So a lot of tooling in here. I think there's a little bit more in the next one. Yeah, some bigger punches, of course, yeah. Yeah, a lot of punch set tooling in there, and coming around to the notcher side now. Again, you got several stops here. You got this guy here, which move it in and out. There's all kinds of sliding stops. These are nice. So you can set all these angles up, and once you're good to go, again, we can go into single or continuous notching. So that's the manual aspect of the machine. We can come around the side here now and fire it up, and just kind of operate it. We're not there yet, but that is the turntable, and right now we're just going to run the notcher, do the single cycle, multiple or continuous cycle, and then we'll move over and show you the difference what the air package will do with the table. Okay, so we're going to fire it up, which is on. I always go the wrong way with this one, I don't know why. Air is off, hydraulics on, and we're just going to straight up notching here. This is single cycle, one up, one down off the foot pedal, even if you hold it down. That's it. Off, back on. Off. So that's single cycle. And if you kind of watch the stops here as you come around, you can kind of see it hit that little micro switch right here, and that just works. If you stay there, you can see the whole thing sideways. I'm going to flip it over to continuous. Now in continuous, I'm just going to hold the foot pedal down. See how that works. And the only other setting, oh, well, you also got the manual, but the only other setting here is inching for setup, which brings these two buttons into play. So I can kind of, let me go over to inching, and I can do one of these. It's really delicate, sensitive, which is nice. So you can play with your setup, get everything in where you want it, go back over to single cycle, it goes up automatically, and we're back in single cycle. So, and that's of course the punch and the notcher, all in the same ram, same hydraulic system. So, one more time on continuous. That's good there. Now, the last item on the agenda here is the air package for the mitering table. You got a couple of clamps down here. Right now they're both together, and if I turn the air on, the air cylinder automatically wants to reciprocate back and forth. I'm going to turn the air on here. That's on. It won't do anything on single cycle, but you hear the air wanting to do something. That's the cylinder. The cylinder reverses course every time I do one cycle. The only thing that's preventing it are the stops right here. Now, if I was to take and move that over, see, the cylinder wants to be there. Or if I bring it the other way, I've got the air pressure set down real low, so I'm going easy with it. I'd leave it right about there maybe. Let's say I want to do multiple notches. Watch how this works on single cycle. It doesn't work on continuous, only single cycle. That's nice.
That's cool.
Now those things will open up all the way out too, and you can see the label right here is our 30 to 120. That's what the thing will do. So yeah, that works really nice. It's a nice feature of the machine for sure. And again, if I just don't want to use that, keep that in one position, just turn off the air package. I'm back to notching. You bring your two locks in, and you put it wherever you want for stationary operation. Yeah, so that's about it. It's a nice running machine. The thing's just in great shape, and it's everything I know about it. So.